Welcome everybody, my name is Dr.Geoff of Abrams Chiropractic here in Greenville, South Carolina. Today I'm here to talk to you about pulsed electromagnetic therapy, and I'm not even wearing any bands. But at any rate, basically if you want to show them the machine there, Kyle, this is what our machine looks like. It's called the MG33.com, and this is a pulsed electromagnetic therapy machine that is designed specifically to target damaged cells. So when patients come into us, typically they'll come in with back pain or neck pain or headaches and whatnot. And by adjusting the spine, we can alleviate a lot of the pressure that's on their nerves by just doing the regular adjustments that we do here in the office. But what happens is, I find this, maybe 8 out of 10 respond relatively quickly to that. But what makes them respond 100% and a lot quicker is when they use the pulsed electromagnetic therapy machine. So how this thing works is, let's say you have a battery and battery in your car, and if you leave that battery on all night long, or if you leave the lights on all night long, it basically won't start in the morning. It damages and weakens those cells. Well, your body's very similar too, because it's made up of a conglomerate of cells. So what happens is, typically, is through microaccumulated traumas, sitting at the desk and maybe working at a factory line, or if you're a machinist, or if you're standing on your feet all day long, that's an example of a microaccumulated trauma. The second thing that could happen is you could have a major trauma, an acute trauma, and that can, like an accident or a fall, and that can damage cells. And then the last thing is if you're eating poor with your nutrition. So what happens is your cells and your body become dumbed down and they become weakened, just like that battery car analogy. And what this actually does, it puts a pulsed electromagnetic frequency force, charges up those cells into a much more healthier state, therefore you get out of your pain. So we're able to reduce the amount of treatment time that patients come in here when they just get adjustments. Now, if they're getting adjustments as well as the pulsed electromagnetic frequency machine, it's actually increasing or decreasing their treatment time and increasing their healing process by 50%. So let me show you how it works. First, we want to put a few extra minutes on here on the machine, and then what I'm going to do and illustrate is how I'm going to utilize it on, for instance, a sprain or a strain like I had on my wrist. Alright, so having a sprain and strain from the other day, if you saw my other video, we talked about how I had a little mountain bike injury, and that's why I have a little scarring on the face. It's not that I ate a bad peanut butter jelly sandwich and I just wanted a little leftover for lunchtime. But what it is basically I'm going to turn this machine on, and it's going to make a little tapping noise. And that's putting those electromagnetic frequency currents into the actual damaged area. Now, if you want to zoom in on that, Kyle, you can almost see it moving a little bit, so ever so slightly, on that injured tissue. It targets the damaged cell area, so it's very specific and it knows exactly where to go. If I put this, let's say for instance, on another part of my body and I wasn't hurting or it wasn't damaged, you wouldn't even feel the current or the pulses go through it. It targets it specifically for wherever those cells are damaged. And over a sequence of treatments, I'd say maybe 6 or 10 treatments, the patient gets well and healthy. So once again, this is called pulsed electromagnetic therapy. You can check it out online at mg-33.com, or we are one of the only doctor's offices in the area that has it. So give us a call at 864-877-9007. Thanks again for watching, and sayonara from Abrams Chiropractic.